Hello everyone. My name is Miss Abhishri Verma, your primary teacher. I hope you all are fine.
Now, before I start with the content of the lesson, let me tell you something about my hobbies. What do I love to do? I love gardening, cooking, drawing, and sketching. And if I ask the same question to you all, what do you love to do? Some love playing, some love watching cartoons, some love listening to music, and some love drawing and coloring. And what do you all use for coloring? Yes, crayons, which you keep them very nicely packed in your crayon boxes.
Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color blue. Put the crayon to paper and paint a beautiful sky. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color blue? It's just one of the colors in our crayons box. Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color red. Put the crayon to paper and paint a lovely rose. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color red? It's just one of the colors in our crayons box. Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color yellow. Put the crayon to paper and paint a twinkling star. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color yellow? It's just one of the colors in our crayons box. Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color green. Put the crayon to paper and paint a lovely field. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color green? It's just one of the colors in our crayons box. Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color pink. Put the crayon to paper and paint some cotton candy. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color pink? It's just one of the colors in our crayons box. Come, let us pick a color. Look, we've got the color violet. Put the crayon to paper and paint a princess dress. It looks so pretty, don't you think? Don't you love the color violet? It's just one of the colors in our crayons.
Dear children, The lesson number 2 of your English textbook is a poem which is all about a box of crayons. Children, if a friend of yours forgets to bring his colors, then what do? You share your colors with him. Similarly, in this poem, a boy is sharing his crayons with his friend. He gives his crayon to his friend for coloring, but while his friend was coloring, the crayon breaks into 2 parts. Dear children, in this situation, many of the students, they start complaining to the class teachers about the same, that ma'am, he or she has broken my crayons. But my dear kids, in this poem, the boy did not complain. Rather, he took it very positively and said to his friend not to worry, because now that one crayon which is broken into 2 parts can be shared between them. I hope, children, you all like this kind deed of the boy. Now let us do a quick recitation of the poem. You can see the words on the slide. Repeat after me. I had a box of crayons, all shiny, straight and new. I lent a friend one crayon, and oops, it broke in 2. My friend said she was sorry, but I said I don't care, 'cause now we both can color. With one crayon, we can share. Now children, in this slide, I'll be explaining you the meaning of the first 4 lines of the poem. Before I start the lines, let us have a look at the title of the poem. And the name of the poem is A Box of Crayons. Here you can see in front of box, A is written. And children, in your class KG, you've already studied the use of a and an. A is used before the words that begin with the consonant sound, and an is used before the words that begin with the vowel sound. Now, what are vowels and consonants? Let's just have a quick recap. In your alphabetical series from A to Z, there are 2 types of alphabets, consonants and vowels. And how many vowels are there in the alphabetical series? Yes, there are 5 vowels. And what are those? A, E, I, O and U. These are your 5 vowels. And all the rest of the alphabets, they are the consonants. So the words that begin with the consonant sound, in front of them, A is written. And the words that begin with the vowel sound, in front of them, An is written. So here, in the name of the poem, when the word box is written, which is beginning with B, box, so there we are using a box. Now again, you can see crayons is written and not crayon. That means it was a box containing many crayons. Now let us have a look at the first line of the poem. The first line is saying, I had a box of crayons. Children, let me tell you one thing. This poem is talking about an experience of a boy which he already had. That means all the actions that we are talking about in this poem had already been done. That is why you can see, instead of writing have with I, had is written. I had a box of crayons, all shiny, straight, and new. And the next line, we're talking about the quality of the crayon, how the crayons looked like. And how did they look? They were very shiny. Shiny means sparkling, glittering, straight. Straight word you already have come across in the morning assembly when your teachers ask you to form a straight line. So straight is also used in mathematics where you're drawing a straight line for making a number line. Then again the third word that is given is new to describe the quality of the crayon. So that means the crayons were shiny, they were straight, and they were new. Now moving on to the next line of the poem. I lent a friend one crayon. Now here you come across a new word, lent. Lent means to give, but to give for a temporary purpose. That means the boy gave his friend one crayon for the time being, for completing her work. And then after completing her work, she was supposed to return that crayon back to the boy. Now children, the opposite of lent is borrow. The opposite of lend is borrow. That means the boy was lending his crayon to the girl. He was giving his crayon to the girl for completing the work, and the girl who did not have crayons was actually borrowing. She was taking the crayons from that boy. So opposite of lend is borrow. And oops, it broke in two. Then what happens? The girl, while she was coloring, she breaks the crayon into two parts. Now in the next line, we'll be seeing the next four lines of the poem. Now children, let us have a look at the last four lines of the poem. My friend said she was sorry. That means in the last line, you've already seen that the friend of the boy, she accidentally breaks the crayon into two parts. So after doing that, she felt very sorry. But I said, I don't care. Then what did the boy reply? The boy said, I don't care. And why he did not care? Because now we both can color. With one crayon, we can share. The boy said, don't worry, girl. Don't worry, my friend. Now this one crayon that is broken into two parts, that one crayon can be shared between us two. I hope you all like this sharing attitude of the boy and you all are going to apply this in your life. Now let's check your knowledge. Children, can you think of any two objects that are shiny? And can you think of any two objects that are straight? Children, which object comes to your mind when you see the following colors?